Disclaimer. We are two regular guys who love to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony. We do not represent Bone Thugs or any Bone affiliate. We are also not Bone Thugs experts. The views and information you hear in this podcast may be based on personal opinion. Please feel free to leave corrections and clarifying information in the comments. And enjoy.
A question that a fan named Cecil West has that he forgot during the first portion is, tell me a little bit about the album cover for the Mantra and the inspiration. I know that a lot of fans loved it. I saw some fans that didn't understand it. I happen to love it because I love to see Bizzy not only totally grasp who he is, from the carbon monoxide shotgun to the vegan wine drinking king, but I really love to just see those bright colors around Bizzy. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about that album cover.
Well, bro, that was all Bizzy for that album cover, his idea. And at first, I didn't get certain things at first, and but it all made sense as it's starting to come together. I was like, I get, just like you said, it was like it embodied everything that he was kind of, and it not only where he's at in his life, but also the feel of the album. The feel of the album I felt was very atmospheric. So and that's how the album was, straight up atmospheric. You know what I'm saying? The cover. And so it just all made sense at the end of the day. I loved it, bro. And Sketch, a Sketch who did the artwork, bro. I think he did a lot of revisions, I think, but the way he turned Bizzy's idea into that, bro. I loved how it turned out. And I knew we were gonna get some naysayers on it, but I also felt like because they saw the cover before they heard the album, I'm like, once they hear the album, they're gonna get it like how I got it. Because that's what I had to do. I had to listen to the album, and I looked at the cover, and I'm just like, oh shit, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes total sense.
I'm always a visual to audio guy, and I'm like, if you just take the cover as a Bone fan, you may be like, how does this fit in? But then when I hear songs like I'm Young and Amazing and things like that, I'm like, these make me feel like the front cover. So, I was always happy to see that. I got to tell you, with our brand new format, I know I'm going to go through these interviews feeling like I just don't have enough time. But before we wrap, I saw a couple more questions. Brian Jordan from the...
Bro, I'm not in no rush right now, so don't feel rushed if y'all ain't rushing.
The boards exploded with questions, and of course, like, a lot of them were the traditional ones that you expected, the Bone questions, the things like that. I saw a couple questions on the Mantra about where did those Eternal sounds come from? Did you remake those? Were those samples?
No,
like
I sampled the scream from the end of Crept and We Came, and the bong. It sounded like it's hitting a metal pole, and I grabbed that right there, added reverb. I pitch it here and there to also be the same pitch as whatever the song is. So that's like the only thing that I really change, and delay, reverb, shit like that. But yeah, straight from there, bro. Because again, I was like, I have to, it's like those Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? The Easter eggs are motherfuckers like, because that's, bro, I knew it. I was like, when Carbon, the Monoxide, the single came out, I was just like on the edge of my seat. Like, it wasn't like of course I wanted, like, damn, I wish Bizzy would have just I wish like Enigma kind of would have been number one, but it made sense at the end of the day. But I still was on the edge of my seat, like, when they hear that, it's gonna do something to them, because
how did Bizzy feel? How did Bizzy feel about it when he heard those sounds?
He didn't. At first, he didn't catch it, but I think I did it after. Because I did it on Enigma, and I think I forgot what song I did it on, but it was like, hey, let's not overdo it. And I was like, no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
It is right though. It's exactly what you said. It's like a Easter egg for Bone fans, especially the old ones or the hardcore ones. They hear something like that and they're like, oh, what was
Yeah,
that? What was that right there?
yeah. Bro, that's why I say it's a cheat code for me, bro, because it's like if I know it, it did something to me, so I know it's gonna like it's gonna do. It's like electricity. It's gonna go through everybody the same fucking way.
What was your favorite song from each of the albums?
Oh shit.
We hit them with the hard ones. We don't come with just the easy Phoenix.
Yeah. Stalking me on carbon monoxide. That was one of my favorites. I just love every piece of that. Enigma, because how it felt. When we released that, it was just like from everything. It was like everything how I pictured it. The video. I just envisioned like how people were talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, first they were praising them. They were praising them, and then it shows the motherfuckers talking shit and laughing, and then it's like, the comeback. Not the I don't want to say the comeback, but it's like, nigga, you got me twisted. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, hold on. In the words of Roy, y'all must have forgot. But you know what I mean? That's how I felt on that shit. So feeling wise, I love that song. On Mantra, I'm young, because I felt like if any song, like every song is great to me, but if any song was to touch the radio and circulate and kind of that and Fake Love, those two songs, because I feel they're very sing along. They're not simple, but you know what I'm saying. I feel it's how you want to hear Bizzy, and you can sing along and remember it really fast. I think those could work on the radio really well. So I like those songs for those reasons. Damn. Oh, the Fofo. I love the feeling of that one.
Yeah.
That one brought me back. The
Yeah,
bass line and shit like that.
the production on that one was phenomenal, just like how it sounds. And
And
I always wondered, and I don't know if I asked you this online, but this maybe I asked Cecil, but on Stalking Me, there's notes at the beginning, like piano notes. And are those, is it related to Bad Dream on New Waves? It sounds like kind of like just the notes to it. It doesn't sound exactly identical, but it sounds like it was building off of Bad Dreams. And I always wondered if maybe Stalking Me was like a sequel-esque to the topic of Bad Dream. I just wonder if it connected at all. I'm just talking about those original notes at the very beginning of the song.
I couldn't say because, bro, honestly, like New Waves, even I couldn't tell you the chords of that song because it's like I liked the album, but it wasn't one that I was like going back to. Especially not with when I was referencing like going backwards and listening to old music. I wasn't listening to that album, but I love that album. It's just I don't feel any influence from that one. But I don't know. Like that's why I say a lot of subconscious shit just be happening. So I don't know. But But also I can't remember if I played that or if I pieced that in later on. Because sometimes it's like I'll create the skeleton, and then I'll know the key of it, and then I'll find like a loop and chop it up and to fit that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't remember if that specifically was that or not. But yeah, I don't think it was influenced by that. But maybe subconsciously, I don't know.
And then on Enigma, I was talking to Cecil. I think he had said that sometimes Bizzy would send you like an acapella and you had to construct a beat around it. And today, before we got on, I was listening to Enigma with like my best headphones, those same ones where I was talking about Enigma on that video I made. And if you built that around his acapella, that is phenomenal. But either way, the way the instrumental goes with his flow
Yeah.
is it's not even real life, man. It's like it's such a
But
perfect snug fit.
since you know this is all family and shit, and I don't think Busy minds. I mean, that's kind of like the formula, bro. That's like that's our winning formula. So he can work freely, and I because you know I got the life outside of music too. It's kind of efficient that way since we can't be together. He'll do something over just other beats, you know, a lot of times, and then he'll send it to me. I know the key of his vocals, and I'm creating something that I think how the vocals should how they should sound. What or like I said, the stage that the performance should be on.
Well, I
If,
don't know
if
how you did it, man, because that just when his verse just like continues and it's that rapid fire and how the beat just it goes everywhere he goes and he goes everywhere the beat goes and
Bro, it's like that's instead of doing it artist over beat, is like we construct it. Both him and we construct the music around the vocals. You know, I'll go with what I think. I'll send it to him. He's like add this or take this out, and I'm both of us are molding it around what he's doing throughout his verse, and I'm trying to put the spotlight on those specific places, you know, the transitions and things like that. Bringing in a new instrument or filling in the pockets with certain things.
We've talked about the way you're molding around Bizzy's vocals. You've molded a sound around kind of what the fans want. I think another thing that I respect about the current era of Bizzy Bone is the way that you saw, and it sounds like Bizzy's also seen that Bone and Bizzy in this case are, in my opinion, one of the last hip hop groups where the fans really, really care about the merch, about the physicals, about the
Mhm.
extras. And in
Yeah,
the new package, I saw things like there's a record that's dropping. That's a huge, that alone, if somebody listening doesn't know what it takes to press a record, it's a completely different process than pressing a CD. And
yeah,
that's what makes them so special. Another
yeah,
big thing I saw was the book, the handwritten
yeah.
book. So there's a lot of great merch going on right now for Bizzy Bone fans.
And a lot, bro. A lot of this, definitely this go around. A lot of that was his ideas.
That's awesome.
Putting all the thing. He really wanted to do something special. And I felt I think no, yeah, the book because I had saw something like right before we started talking about it about books and even cassettes. I wanted to do cassettes too, but I thought the book would be dope. And yeah,
Oh, it's
bro,
so cool.
he put the like the extra poster of the white, yeah, everything. He just wanted to make it like worth more than $100 once the supporters got it in their hands. So
What's
that
that
was really
feeling
dope.
like of being part of a record that and records we can say that are doing things like charting for an artist that started completely independent in a situation where I'm sure things like YNTG weren't hitting the charts. You're now in projects that are hitting officially
Yeah,
the charts.
yeah.
What's that like?
Bro, it's a fucking blessing, bro. Like just yeah, like bro, it's things that you would have just imagined, you know what I'm saying? But then it's also, bro, it was very strategic, bro, because I can't fucking put it past that. I fucking started studying like how many record sales or does it take to even qualify to touch the charts? And they said only 500. They said only 500. And then but what they also said was your pre-sales count as your first
Yeah,
week sales.
I sure do.
You know,
Pre-saves, all that.
so and you can start your pre-sale. I wish we would have did it like this. You can start your pre-sales as far back as you want, and then it'll still count as your first week sales. Imagine that if we would have started 2 months out, you know,
Ooh.
2 months out, and then all that it adds up to the first week sales. We would have hit the charts, but I feel like we would have been higher and stayed a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still amazing that we hit it. Like we both like, man, grateful as fuck. Well, I'm talking, I just look at things in a strategic way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was like, okay, we can qualify, and the only thing that matters is the other person, the other artist, what they sold that week. Let's say if they sold 510, you know what I'm saying, but we sold 515, and I'm just throwing numbers
Yeah.
out there, and we bumped them down at number 201. We're number 200. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just boosting those numbers every week. As long as we are in that realm, like we could stay there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. It's a fucking blessing. You know what I'm saying? But once I fucking learned that shit, I was like, oh shit, like, it's just like everything else. Data. It's all about the data, the algorithm, and the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
You may
That's
have
why
noticed that I.
get
Go
this.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Oh no, I was about to get on some super nerd shit, bro.
I love nerd
Well,
shit.
I'll tell you a nerdy thing of me and John is you may have noticed the beginning of that question I said about this era of Bizzy Bone. Something John and I have done is we kind of break up Bone and even their solo careers in different eras. And I noticed that this particular one is even the things like the Spotify's. These projects were kind of put on a different Bizzy Bone, artist page. So these ones were kind of separated from the other ones, which I think is good. I think it shows that we're in a new page of Bizzy Bone. But for you, knowing that the fans look at things like the Ruthless era, the DJ Unique era, Bizzy Bone, Heaven's Movie, and the Gift era. By the way, on my review, which at the time of the recording hasn't dropped, but by the time this comes out, it has dropped. I say that this is the best album since The Gift. For you, what's it like to literally be the guy that the fans are defining as this era in Bizzy Bone, the Blais era of Bizzy Bone?
Man, bro, that's why it still be fucking me up when they just when they include me in on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is dope. That shit is dope. So yeah, bro. Nah, it's just like, yo, I'm grateful for that shit. Very.
Yeah.
I-
Blais,
let
go
me
ahead,
just say
John.
that. Yeah, let me just say this. Even if there's no more Busy albums, 10 more Busy albums with Blais, I am a Blais fan for life. I got your YouTube channel on subscribe with the bell notification. So anytime you drop new stuff, it's coming. I'm getting an email about it. I love listening to all your stuff this week because you're dropping knowledge and as well as making it entertaining. But not only that, there's a thing that not all musicians and artists get that make music. The way you do it, you make it hypnotic or atmospheric or whatever it's called. It puts me in a trance, and there's all these sounds just all happening all over the place. So
Oh
it's like
man.
I'm meditating listening to it, and
Oh man.
I'm so glad that you exist. I mean, it's like we spawned you from our subconscious, and you're the gift. So I just love everything you do, and everything you've done for the past 2 years plus has been inspirational. Cecil and I have just loved every step of the way, watching everything that you've done. So God bless you. You're the man.